watching WYTV. You're welcome to another edition of News Review where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. My name is Ahmed Abbas, or Laton but you can call me Sidon J. And today I'm in the studio with...
I'm Ambassador Rochi Morillo, son of the prophetess, the band, very Zambuke. Good afternoon to all our viewers all over the world.
The sponsor for this show still remains Nokpa Abbas, and you can as well be one of our sponsors. You can call the number on the screen or you can send us a DM. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Today, I'll be starting with Punch newspaper as usual. SIM, NIN leakage. Blocked lines rises to 40 million. Federal government begins new expatriate job policy. Violators risk 3 million naira fine. Katsina residents eye 50 million naira bounty. Submit tips on wanted bandits. Federal government plans foreign training for select doctors. Then on Vanguard newspaper, only implementation of agreement will stop nationwide strike. NLC insists. Aship, why Southeast won't join protest. Umahi. Cattle dealers sue Abia government over plots to demolish houses inside markets. NBA sues IG over vehicle certificate demands refund. Then on Daily Post newspaper, bandits kill 2 elders, rustle 223 cows in Kaduna. Angry mob lynches 2 policemen for crushing 3 to death in Edo State. Tinubu tells Qatari investors to report Nigerian officials who demand bribe. Nigerian researcher invents AI tool to identify terrorists. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. We're going on a short commercial break. When we're back, we talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet. With
Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abbas. The first headline we want to look at today is about this why Southeast won't join protests. Umahi, David Umahi said this.
Let's go to the body of the news.
Former Ebonyi Governor and Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, yesterday said the people of the Southeast have no reason to join other regions of the country to protest against the rising cost of living in the country. The minister spoke in his Uburu hometown, Oauzara local government area of Ebonyi State, while interacting with journalists. He said that the high cost of living in the country was the cumulative effect of the past administrations that President Tinubu has started solving through various policies and programs. The minister said that the Tinubu administration favored the Southeast greatly through the appointment of sons and daughters of the zone in positions of authority, including appointing the first Minister of Work of Southeast extraction. So what he's trying to let us know is at least Tinubu has tried to bring in some of the Southeast politicians into his government, and with that they could use that opportunity.
But one thing I want the man to know was that he said that it wasn't Tinubu that started it. It was Tinubu that endorsed Buhari. He's talking about the past administrative that laid down the foundation of this hunger that Nigeria is going through. It was Tinubu that brought Buhari. What the man could have said was that, okay, let's give Tinubu a trial. With the hard decision he's making and he's taking over the country. Now, I would watch a video that went viral, I think it was yesterday, where the president was apologizing that he's bound to make mistakes, but there are many ways to correct his mistakes with love. And I believe before a policy can be taken, you might have invited 2 or 3 people at least to rub mind together with them, see how the outcome, or you see the end right from the beginning of that policy before the step of that policy is being taken.
Well, according to what Umahi said, I think he's not even talking about the past administration.
It was there.
No, what he's trying to say, maybe you didn't get it, sir. What he's trying to say here is at least Tinubu is having someone like Wike, Umahi, Akpabio, people that are
bringing them into from the opposition party, bringing them into the
not even opposition, like people that are from the southeast part of Nigeria, and they are there as the leader. So let me read the body of the news.
I understand what you are saying. You can go.
So at least these politicians, these leaders
from the southeast, favor the southeast. That is the reason why he's telling the Igbos not to go out to protest.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why they won't come out to protest. And he explained that the administration has been doing many projects in the region, and that with all this, the Southeast has no moral justification to join those protesting against the president over the hardship in the country.
So what the man was trying to say in essence is that, okay, we should, the rest of the people coming out to protest, they should try at least lie low, because the hardship that is upon the surface, we can bear it.
Yes, because they are still working on some things.
Working on some things. Yeah. What are those things that are working on that is not visible to the whole Nigerians? That I believe if the president is working on something, it should be visible to the whole Nigerians to let them know. Then we have said it times with that number on the area of this palliative. There are measures that needed to be taken. Now today, there was a news that went viral that a truck was hijacked that was conveying some foodstuffs from one state to another. Were stopped today, hijacked, and they looted the whole foodstuff that was inside the truck.
Even yesterday, Abuja, there was a case of looting a warehouse in Abuja. So even with that, we know there is hunger in Nigeria, and people really need to eat. And any opportunity for them to see food, they will grab it, but not like they stealing things, because anybody that is being caught will be charged to court.
Okay.
Well, the minister described the NLC protest last week as unhealthy and unreasonable, and urged the people of the country to be patriotic. The present hunger that everybody is talking about didn't start today. It's a build-up to several factors. Before the past administration and present administration, we have been having a build-up of insecurity. We had farmers, elders, clashes over several years at a long period. That's true. That's just the truth. Every administration will have something to face.
To face, exactly the point.
This is not the first time we are hearing the cases of kidnapping.
And others and kidnapping, banditry.
And I do tell people, the more technology grows, the more we get to be saying things. Just imagine the time of Obasanjo, where we are hearing news like Bakassi, this and that. If it was the time we have access to internet, just like now, we would have seen more than that. Even during the time of Jonathan, people still don't have access, although there is internet.
But one thing I want the ministers to know was that I believe before a government was being sworn into power, when this administrative was campaigning, what did they campaign about? What are those things that they campaign that makes people really voted them? That's the issue of curbing insecurity, issue of hunger in the land, and issue of petrol, that petrol is going to come down. I heard the president saying it loud and clear in one of his speech while he was campaigning, that we were shouting that the petrol price is high, that during his own tenure, that he's going to bring it down.
Well, let's move on to the next headline here. Cattle dealers sue Abia government over plot to demolish houses inside market. An Abia State High Court sitting at Usuoshi would on March 13, 2024, commence hearing in a suit seeking to stop the state government from going ahead with its plan to remodel the Umuchieze Gaki cattle market. The government has also decided to end the practice of cattle dealers and their families making their homes inside the market.
Well, the governor in question, I believe he has taken a good step, because a market should be a market, not a place where people will build their house and begin to live. There is a plan for everything. We have residential area where we have industrial area. So if that place is a market according to how the state government have given the land to those cattle cattle sellers, that place strictly is for you to go there and have your businesses done there. Have you ever seen any shopping mall that was being converted into a residential apartment? No, that place is not meant for residential apartment. That is why the governor is coming out that is going to demolish any house that is being found in the market.
But this time around, the problem here is the cattle dealers. They took the government to court. If they charge them to court.
If they charge the government to court, I believe the judges will not open his eyes and.
But let's look at it like this. You know, it is one Nigeria, and we will all know that all these Fulani herdsmen that deal with the business of cows, they don't really have where they stay. What they do is move from one area to another, and anywhere they get themselves, they protect themselves. They try to sleep anywhere they see. So I feel what the government should have done is to just create a space for them. Anyhow they want to build their hut or anywhere they want to sleep, they should just be there, because I feel they can't afford to stay in a house in that state, because I know Fulani very well. They don't build house in another man's state. No, what they do is business and go back to their town.
This is a place where they sell cattle. It's not the cattle rearing area.
Exactly.
When you look at the place when they sell cattle, it's strictly meant for business, not a residential apartment. We have them all over the states. We have a place where they sell cattle here in Lagos, likewise in Ogun State, likewise in Ondo State, all over the states. What it's strictly meant for is to do their business and let everybody get out.
Well, the cattle dealers and residents of the market have dragged the government to court, following a warning notice served on them by the Town Planning Authority of Umahi local government, which is poised to commence the demolition of residential houses inside the market. The suit number HUM 9-2024 was filed by 12 persons, including Sakin Zango, Husseini Mohammed, and Buba Kedemure, the spokesman of the group, for themselves and on behalf of cattle dealers and market residents. In the interim, the court would decide on an application for an interlocutory injunction seeking to restrain the government from carrying out the demolition of residential houses inside the market. But this is not the first time we will be getting to know that people build houses around the market. Even there are some houses that they are not even in the market, but people took their market closer to those houses.
You remember, I have forgotten that state. I think we read it in the news here, where a cattle market was turned to a place where they butcher human being. Not until when the state government later discovered and some set of people there were being arrested, and they sent every one of them away from that area. Yeah. I believe this governor is trying to protect the citizen and the mercy. And when you talk, according to what we said, when you talk of a place where you sell your cattle, it's meant that you bring your goods and services there. After selling, you go. But they go to the extent of building their house there.
Well, since last October, the cattle dealers have been at loggerheads with the Abia government after the government took a firm decision to remodel the cattle market and make it non-residential, citing security issues. Joined as defendants in the suit are the State Commissioner for Land, Shaka Chukwumerije, Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Ikechukwu Nwana, Chairman of Umahi Local Government Area, Undubuzi Ike, and the State Commissioner of Police. So I feel now it is clear that those people are not wanted in this market, because they knew it that they cannot afford to rent an apartment in that area. So it's either they take their market to another state entirely, or they abide with the rules and regulation of that state, and they go about
for them to be able to carry out their goods and services.
Exactly. But then the Nigerian government still need to do some things. When we say we are one Nigeria.
See, let me tell you this. There are some mistakes at times we normally make in this state. Do you remember during the period of the ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, when these clashes of cattle and farmers came on board? This thing Ike during his own tenure, why people came out to be saying, when you said at least each state should try to get a place for this Fulani to carry out their businesses. Now, Is it the state government that is sponsoring those organizers on the road, those artisans, those mechanics? Mechanics, you only learn how to become a mechanic after becoming a mechanic after the graduation. You were the one to look for your own shop. Not the government that is going to look for the shop for you or to buy you equipment or to get you a land where you are going to be practicing what you have learned. Now, why is it that they were now coming? Why is it that they so much focus on cattle rearing? I believe cattle rearing is also a personal business.
Exactly.
It's a personal business. If I want to go into it today, I believe I might have done my visibility study where to keep my cow, because it's not a business in which I will venture into it today what do I call it? To affect other people's business.
But now they are not even talking about the cattle they are rearing, because I don't feel the cattle is the problem here. The problem here is they having their residents in the market, so they don't want people to stay in the market.
In the market,
if anything bad should happen,
it will affect it. Yes, all
so
this
they will
and
get
that.
to know that it is people that is staying in the market.
And the market that is carrying out the operation.
Well, this is where we are going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, and thank you so much, Ambassador, for joining us on the show. We'll see you again next time on this show. Be good and be hardworking. Bye for now.